It looks like I'm not as professional as I would want it to be. It looks like I've got the wrong screen up for everybody tonight on the Inside Star Citizen Review. Pepe, please change the screen. How many times do I have to tell you that we are a professional show? Please change. Thank you. Change it. Okay. He was doing so good tonight. Wasn't he? Everything was great before the show. You should have seen it. The new alerts, cuts were great. Sound was great. Pepe, you were so good up until it mattered. You just, oh, God, Pepe. Okay, all right, we're going to get past that. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Inside Star Citizen Review. It is Thursday. It is my favorite day. The fam is here and in full effect. They're ready. They're hungry. They want it. Many people, they said to me in Discord, "Oh, I don't know about this, DG. I think this is going to be the first dud for tonight or for the season. I think this is going to be the first dud Inside Star Citizen." And I said, "No. None of them will be on the Inside Star Citizen Review because we are together and we are watching and we are having fun. And I am here for you. I am your support system." They're professional. We just had an overload. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Doc. Doc was on point with that. You see this? This is why it's a fun night. Okay, nothing about this is going to be boring. You might be bored watching it by yourself. You might be disappointed with the show by yourself. But here, watching it with us live, or if you miss live and you're watching on the YouTube's almost as good, not as good as it is live. You feel the juice when it's live. You can feel it. You feel it all around you. It's great being here with everybody. Let's watch together and let's see. Now, reputation, this is about reputation. And really, generally speaking, the reputation system, me being somebody who's not very PvE oriented, I'm kind of curious. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see what's going to happen in terms of like what we have to do to get new missions, perhaps new mission givers, and what's on the agenda when you want to go kind of like solo mode, or how it affects you with different types of security status mission givers, you know? So let's check it out. Let's see what information we can glean tonight.
This is without a doubt my favorite system that I've worked on at CIG. I am so excited to see it getting into the hands of players and into the hands of other developers.
We felt that because this is such a crucial part of our game, that our reputation system had to be much more evolved than that of a traditional MMO.
I love working on these systems that allow other systems.
So far, so good. These guys seem pretty passionate about what they're working on. Thank you, Explodo. Thank you, bro. I mean, I like to hear that from the developers when they're like kind of really into their work. Like, it seems kind of genuine to me. It seems pretty genuine. And an effigy brings up a good point. We are 12 minutes and 30 seconds of a video tonight. It's so good. Thank you. Doc's timing is like really dead on tonight. So we know that's the sweet spot. 11 minutes to like 15 minutes is like the sweet spot. That's where we like not too short, not too long, although I wouldn't mind longer ISCs. We've talked about that before. But I've been saying Jared's been knocking these out of the park this year. This year, every single one's been good. Let's check this out.
To even happen.
This is where I feel like the game that we've been talking about from a reputation and from an immersiveness level can start to happen.
The reputation system that will essentially allow us to track values for a player's reputation with an entity. And when I say entity, that could be an NPC, an organization, heck, it could be a table if you want. So long as it has a persistent ID with it, we can track a value against it.
Still alive.
Would that include player organizations as well and players to players? Because, I mean, we've talked about that in the past. Have we? Okay, he's talking just strictly NPCs right now, right? Because, like, I would love if it extended out to, like, being able to, like, set people. Okay, all right. I see. I'm getting on the theorycraft bandwagon.
I think.
Not only can we track a value, we can track several values. Those values are in something that we call a scope. When we say scope, we're talking about two different things. There's affinity, which is this kind of measure of how much a entity likes you, and that's common across all these entities, NPCs, organizations, etc.
Hello.
A few different things affect affinity. It's going to be mostly your mission performance, and more specifically actually, what you do during that mission. That's when affinity will really get big.
Interesting. What you do during the mission will affect your affinity score. So how much the NPC mission giver likes you or not.
Big boost. It is also worth noting that we can affect affinity through just your everyday action. For organizations, affinity is a little bit different in that it kind of represents the amalgamated opinion of that organization and its members towards you. It's going to control a lot of things like whether or not they want to attack you or help you, for instance. And then there's confidence/career. Confidence is exclusive to mission givers, and it kind of says how good they think you are at your job. Career is how an organization might be tracking that same value, how good you are at your job. The difference with an organization is that they can have several career scopes. So a security company like Crusader Security might have a bounty scope, but they also might have a defense scope or a jailer scope or any number of these career scopes that we want to track your different levels of career proficiency with different kinds of gameplay.
Okay. All right.
Within scopes, we have this concept of standings. These are the ranks that you move through from negative whatever to positive whatever, and we can tell when we assess you either through the missions or the mission givers or NPCs or however they are looking at you, what standing.
This I look at, and I know so many people love these badges and awards and what they get through grinding, but I look at this as like the grindy wall. I like, this is the grindy wall. Like, usually I stay away from a lot of this type of gameplay, so I'm not going to poo-poo it. I'm not going to be an asshole, and I'm not going to get on a soapbox, but I think that this is good in so far that they're making it immersive for people that are into this type of gameplay. So, like, I think the more bells and whistles they put into this, and the more true it is to your actions and how it affects these different tranches within organizations. Also, I think more importantly, I think specifically with mission givers is hugely important. But the guy who's speaking right now seems very, very, what I want to say, into this, like very in depth with like working this system. So that's very positive for me because he sounds like he's very passionate.
Standing you are at. One of the things that we are very excited to have is these reputations giving you things when you get to those higher standings. The idea is that this is giving you benefits and rewards for progressing.
Right, evil.
It's a progression system at its heart. The other thing that I'm really excited about with this coming out is the concept of allowing for group building and community building with this by allowing you to bring something unique to your group of friends table. You might have a reputation with a certain organization at a high level that your other friends don't, and you've maybe done a little bit of extra work to maintain that, get that up there, etc.
Exactly.
And as a result, you're able to bring in something cool like a mission that normally they wouldn't be able to do. Plus, everybody likes bragging rights. We all know that you're going to be putting up screenshots on the subreddit or whatever saying, look at all these reputations I have at max, look at what I'm able to maintain, all that.
There you go.
We're darn excited about how that's going to play out.
You know, so right, Evil. So right. I think the more bells and whistles and the funner you can make it, absolutely, man. I have yet to really get into this type of gameplay. I mean, I'm going way back to the way back time machine. I'm talking way back school, like 90s, man, like old school gaming, like early 90s PC gaming. I've always had like a very difficult time going in grindy mode. I think WoW was the last time I truly did grinding, like just the grind, right? Was WoW. I really think that was like the last time. I think I ground myself out with WoW. Yeah, Ultima Online, true, right. But with Ultima Online, I had the ability to trade. Trade was great in the game. I had an absolute blast trading in the market. Was wonderful in Ultima Online. But like for the most part, like true PvE grinding, like mission grinding, I don't think I've really gotten into it since the days of WoW. And I'm talking like early old. I burnt myself out, man. I just burnt myself out. We're talking like probably 1,000 hours of grinding, man. Like it just, eventually it didn't matter what it looked like. I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I think Evil's comment is very, very good. It's a very, very good comment. He's like, hey, the grind has to be fun. It's a very simple thing, but it's damn hard to do. It's a very simple concept, but so few games have a very fun grind. So yeah.
Potentially.
And there might be perks. And like Vorpal's saying in the comments as well, there might also be perks for why you want to grind. But I will say Frontier Development made a very big error going and making engineers, because it did ruin the PvP community, because people had to start all over again and grind for hours to get back to the point where they started before engineers. And that's just in regards to people that liked PvP. It really shit on those people that liked PvP. It was kind of a slap in the face to the PvP community. And engineers really put a bad taste in a lot of PvPers' mouth with that. So like, I hope this doesn't affect in any way. Like if there are going to be perks, that's great. But I hope it doesn't affect too much of the PvP play, you know? SWG grinding. Okay, Anak, you got me with that, dude. Yeah. Jedi grind, dude. Right. Good point, Anak. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Yeah,
so for this
Vorpal,
release,
right, dude.
a lot of our focus is around missions and how that's going to be affecting things like
I agree. Freelancer was great.
Going forward, you'll...
So sorry to keep interrupting, but the fan brings up so many good points here. Freelancer, yes. Freelancer was... I didn't mind that at all. Right, Red. Very, very good example, dude. Yeah, Freelancer, really great example. Really great example of a fun time.
You'll be having actions that affect your reputation of other kinds. So that's going to be things
What's
like
up,
a
Vecna?
mission giver where you might push them, but it also could be like if you shoot at them,
Good to
or
see you, bro.
if you shove one of their friends, or if you talk to them in the wrong way, if you choose a bad choice in a conversation tree. It could be any number of things. We even have talked about some fun stuff where, like, Konstantin Hersen, for instance, is a bit of a snob. You walk in wearing a bad coat or like some weird clothes, he might think less of you. You could
Dig it. Dig that. I like it. Appearance. I like that. So how you look might affect the affinity score with mission givers. Now that I like. How in the hell are they going to code that? That's going to be very difficult to do. I mean, they'd almost have to code each piece of clothing. Be very strange and very difficult, I think, at least in my mind.
You can also key it off of things like when you happen to raid a ship that is controlled by maybe Crusader security. We could key it off of something like you go into the wrong area. I mean, you just walk into a club where the bouncer doesn't want you to be there. We could key it off of you having the wrong decal on your ship, or flying in a way that a person doesn't really think that you're flying in a cool way.
Wow.
It's very open-ended. One of the things that we're really looking forward to is giving flavor to organizations by essentially playing with what they like and don't like. So
I like the detail this guy is getting into, man. If they put the amount of detail that they're talking with affinity and what you're wearing or what you're brandishing, as they do with the graphics and the fidelity, man, I'm going to be really in depth. I'm going to have a great time, man, if this is what's planned and they really, really can do this. Hey, Killian, how you doing, bro? Good to see you here, buddy.
there might be an organization that really likes it when you go around PvPing and killing other players. There might be organizations that frown on that a little bit. There might be organizations that really, really like it when you do piracy or smuggling or illegal acts, and there might also be some that aren't so okay with that. And that feel is going to allow us to bring a lot of
What's up,
lore that
RSW?
up until now has existed on a website into the game, so that you guys can actually experience it and get to know these people.
This guy's really into it, man. Like, I'm loving this. This guy's really into the details, man. He's in the nitty gritty with the details. Keep this guy on board. Keep this guy on board on this project. I like what he's doing, man. Like, I'm really liking the passion that I'm seeing here with this dude. Explodo says, when people complain about grind, all they are saying is this grind is unrewarding. It's not fun. We talked about it earlier, Explodo. And I think it was Evil that brought it up, that the grind has to be fun. Has to be. Vegna says he's going to beat Miles Eckhart in a Speedo. Miles might like that. Saying, I've heard some things about Miles.
In the universe. And all that brings me to the topic of drift. Drift is the concept that over time your reputation might move up or down based on the mission giver organization essentially moving towards neutral with you. Now, before you all get your torches and pitchforks out, the concept here isn't to enforce a horrifying grind or anything like that. We do want to reward you for gameplay that you...
All right, Bane, welcome to the family. Mom's twirling her knives for you. Watch out, she's dangerous.
already want to do on your own. But we do want to make sure also that these very high ends of reputation are things that take effort to get to and maintain. And by doing that, we let people sort of be unique and interesting by saying, I want to make sure that I keep that one and that one at max, and put in that effort, and keep people interested in the game in a long-term sense, giving them goals that they can keep on setting out.
So when it comes to, how big of a change fundamentally is this, that this is a massive change for not just what it means for the game now, but where the game is going.
Like all things, we'll be putting it out, we'll be watching the feedback, we'll be seeing what the numbers say. We've got analytics all over the place, watching what
they look so yeah, that one dude looks so tired.
If we need to tweak and tune numbers, it's going to be an ongoing effort, especially when we get to the concept of going from alpha to out of alpha. Those numbers are going to continue to shift. With that in mind, the ability for players to bring something unique to their groups.
And this is something we should do. We get so many people here right now. Like, if you are interested in the NPC grind, or you are interested in this aspect of play, press 1. If you are not, press 2. And I kind of want to see like the mix of people in here. We got about 50 people in here right now. And if you're interested in this kind of gameplay, the kind of grindy kind of like reputation, press 1. If not, press 2. So let's get like a kind of like a sampling here. We got a 3. He looks, you always gotta be different, dude. So there's quite a bit, Melchior is like 1 and 2, kind of going back and forth. Triple's like 1 and 2, or half of 1. I'm not quite sure. We got a lot of 1s. So this is very important for people. What's up, Block? Welcome to the family, bro. See, Block's like 2. Block's like 2. I'm kind of like, I might be like the outcast, like with Block. I'm kind of like a 2 verging towards a 1, because like I said, I'm more like PvP. But like if the grind was fun enough, I would do it like a freelancer, or like the old school kind of like reward system that it gave you. If it was fun, if it was fun, But it looks very, very immersive so far. It looks very immersive so far. So a lot of people here interested in the gameplay.
I love in MMOs the systems that make...
I remind me at the very end. Come on, sir. This is so unlike you to say the same thing over again. I see you, bro. I see you, bro. It's okay. We'll do that at the very end of the show, bro.
Players want to play
just
with
for
each
you.
other. That's what makes
Thank you, sir.
better than other games is that community. And bringing that to Star Citizen to me is one of the most important things that we could do. Making sure that it builds a strong community, that's what's going to bring people back to Star Citizen over and over and over.
Depends upon the grind, though. You know what I'm saying?
The reputation system is a turning point moment in the continuing development of the Star Citizen experience, adding consequences and rewards to almost any action or decision you make, and allowing for developers to build a sense of true progression as more and more systems plug into it across subsequent releases.
Okay, more and more systems, because that's really the point that we've been pounding this year. Stability. This is the month of I's. Everything that ends in E, you say it with an I. All right? We need the stability. So, like, first off, like, there can only be a certain amount of people within Stanton. But it will expand, and the only way it's going to expand and the reputation system expand is if we have that stability that we've been asking for a long time in regards to servers, in regards to dynamic server meshing, and increasing the amount of players per server, also opening up the ability to put more object containers into the game, and this is something that we will continue to focus on in this community, and we will say it over and over again. And it's important. It's important that we just keep putting that out there. so that the people that are making, because I know plenty of people from SIG, I know the developers over there, I know a lot of people watch the show. It's important that we say this. It's important that this is something that is a focus. So it is important that you guys spread it out there. Keep spreading it out there in the community. See?
Releases. And speaking of releases, Alpha 3.13 is right around the corner. So let's take a look at some of the new additions coming.
Wow. Killian, thank you for that, dude. New alert. New alert. Chris is very excited. Yeah. New alert. Thank you so much, Killian.
Stability.
Stability. That's right, dude. That's right. That's right. That's what we want. We want this. We want all that. We want it. We want that.
Coming to the persistent universe when it arrives in the patch report. First up, we gotta start with the reputation system we just explored, which looks to enhance every feature before it by adding progression and rewards while serving as the ground floor for nearly every feature to come, ready to plug in and add advancement and goodies galore to each new aspect as they come online.
Is he in a turtleneck?
In addition to the reputation system, Alpha 3.13 brings with it several expansions and revisions to existing assets and locations, beginning with our new drive-in and sinkhole entrances for cave.
Yeah, Ross, this is a little bit, I mean, this is really important to the game, though. Like, long term, this is actually very important for people that are into the solo gameplay. And as you guys, and as you saw, Ross, a lot of people were sticking ones up in the chat here. Ones were like crazy in the chat. So this is a lot of people that are interested in this type of gameplay. They want the bling, they want the fun, they want a fun grind, man. So, I mean, Jared has been knocking these out of the park every single episode this season. I expected one of these to kind of be a little bit more toned down, but I'm still having a blast watching with you guys. Like, really. I get it. I get it, dude. But like, I'm gonna be a little bit more easy than I usually am. Usually I'm pretty hardcore, but this year has been very satisfying. Like, as a subscriber, as somebody who pays a monthly fee to help the project out, and somebody last year who had bitched all the time that ISC needed to be a little bit more. I think this year it's given me more of what I want. I feel a lot more comfortable being a subscriber this year than I felt being a subscriber last year in terms of the quality. The quality has raised, I mean, the quality on the Inside Star Citizens have been pretty stellar this year. Pretty stellar.
Systems, providing new opportunities to explore with ground vehicles and spacecraft alike. New asteroids created with our refined process for more variety and less potato-y, and the same great danger of crashing into. Non-commercial overlays for existing refineries designed to bring a more industrialized look while minimizing some of the excessive branding elements currently found on some stations. As well as a wrap-up to the polished revisions of every planet and moon in the Stanton system, work that began several quarters ago, improving the overall look and feel of everything from Aberdeen to Yela.
It's goddamn beautiful.
There's also new mission types scattered throughout Stanton, including quantum-sensitive and timed multi-drop deliveries similar to those first introduced during our Xenothreat event. Multiple additions from the actor feature team, like the new stagger force reactions, the object push-pull trolleys scattered throughout the system, and mounted guns they still tell me we can't put on trolleys. Can't or won't, Richard Tyrer. There are several new vehicle features coming your way. No turtleneck, by the way. No
turtleneck. I didn't see a turtleneck execute. I think we're okay. Let's go back. Let's go back real quick here. Do you have the
new vehicle features we can't put on trolleys. Can't or won't.
No. It's okay. It's okay. He's. Jared, we love you, dude. We do.
There are several new vehicle features coming your way in Alpha 3.13, beginning with the long-awaited arrival of docking between the Merlin and Constellation. Yes, no longer will that ship in the back just be permanently attached to your butt. We've all been there, right? Afterwards, Ship to Station docking will roll out in a subsequent 3.13x patch later this quarter
I love it.
to allow for some additional testing and polish.
So sensual.
We're trying to avoid scratching the paint on our 890s as much as you are. Speaking of which, the first version of Wear and Dirt is coming with the new Vehicle Visual Degradation System, not only adding our first systemic use of the system, but allowing players to finally watch.
Visual Degradation System, acronym is VDS. Sounds like some type of STD if you ask me. But this is something that you do want to contract. I'm telling you, it looks really, really, really good what they're doing. Like this year, I'm telling you, this year, 2021 is a very underestimated year, man. So many people underestimating 2021, and a lot of shit is getting done behind the scenes. A lot of shit is getting done behind the scenes this year. In terms of mechanics, like the important shit, the gameplay, man.
Watch some of their spaceships when they go for repairs.
Right.
Mining ships are getting another layer of customizability with the addition of mining laser subcomponents, allowing players to customize their laser experience to a greater degree than with consumables alone.
And thank God, Red Bear, because if that 400i is true and that comes out, then Star Jump is going to put my face on a 400i, and I do not want my face or a logo on a 400i, because you know what I think about the 400i. The only Origin ships I like are the 100 and the 890. I'm going to the extremities. The DG400, no.
Owners of the 600i, 890 Jump, Hammerhead, Reclaimer, Mercury Star Runner, and Anvil Carrack will now be able to display their unique ship names
baller,
for all
dude.
to
I would
see
like
in
that,
Alpha
Ross.
3.13, while the feature is expected to roll out to additional ships in subsequent patches. The long-awaited SDF shields, first introduced with the NPC Idris and Javelin earlier this quarter, now expand to all ships in the Star Citizen universe, plugging up shield holes and providing new visual experience.
This is big. Plugging up shield holes. You heard it right there from Jared's mouth. It's exactly what we've been talking about. I got hooked on this content creator named Cam Mural from Germany. Got hip to SDF Tech, Sign Distance Field Tech, about 2 years ago. Like, you're right, Dutch. You're absolutely right. You know? You're absolutely right, dude. But SDF Tech is in my mind something that I am hugely looking forward to. It's going to take care, hopefully, of the shield hole problems that we've been seeing. They explained it in one of the episodes. It's on the Inside Star Citizen review. You guys can check that out. I've been talking about it till I'm blue in the face. SDF Tech is huge. And, you know, especially me, somebody who's like a ship aficionado that loves, you know, a really good ship with serious quality and sexy curves, and you know, like all, you know, I want to make sure that I don't have holes all over the goddamn thing and it's blowing up. So like, this is very, very huge. This is very huge, and I like the fact that they can change colorization on it. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Now, you know, a lot of people were asking me about the roadmap. A lot of people were asking about 3.13, and I'm a bit disappointed by what's been going on. But like, as far as the roadmaps are concerned anymore these days, you know, when it comes to the roadmap, there's going to be something new. There's going to be something delayed. And there's going to be wild speculation. And like, I'm almost out of the roadmap game. Like, I'm at the point where like, the roadmap's like a hex to me. Like, the roadmap's almost like this thing I don't even want to touch anymore. Like, I'm at the point where I just look at the roadmap for general guidance and what they're saying they're going to put on it. But like 3.13, like Erad did a wonderful video on 3.13, and I really agree with him. So if you guys want to know what I think about 3.13, they're pretty similar to Erad's views. They're pretty similar. So go check that out after this stream.
Experiences that not only look better, but can help with gauging your attack effectiveness as well. And finally, in vehicle content, we've got the new Cyclone MT variant scheduled to arrive with Alpha 3.13, as well as fan favorites the Tumbril Nova and Hercules Starlifter in subsequent 3.13X patches later this quarter. So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the reputation system is the next major new addition to the Star Citizen experience, that it aims to add a real sense of progression and genuine impact for your efforts in the persistent universe. And that every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take,
don't do it, Jared.
It'll be watching you.
Jared, don't.
The lawyer said I couldn't sing it. Keep an eye out for Alpha 313 progress to find out when it moves from PTU to the live environment, as well as a new merchandise promotion that's starting soon, so save up for that. It includes a brand new Star Citizen shirt that's 100% pre-shrunk cotton. And as a person whose wardrobe is almost exclusively Star Citizen shirts at this point, this is easily the most comfortable one we've made yet. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you all next week.
I will say Jared's been pretty on point this year because he does a lot of the edits. He does a lot of the production. He does a lot of the content on Inside Star Citizen. I will say Jared's been really on point with Inside Star Citizen this year, much more so than years that I can remember, you know. So I will give him props for that. He's doing a hell of a job, I think, this year. Even on this episode, you know, wasn't everything that I wanted it to be, but to give me a little like peek into what they've got planned for Reputation. And as I'm not like a huge grindy player, or, you know, PvE kind of guy, it is going to be hugely important because there are a lot of people that were interested. As you guys saw tonight, the fan was like 1111111. They were like, we want it, we love it, we want it, we love it. And there is that point where even I hit like a mode where I just want to be kind of left alone and go solo mode and do my own thing for a little bit. I mean, let's be frank here. Let's be frank, eh? Let's be old blue eyes here. Hey, no. What I'm saying is, you have moments where you just want to play the game alone, and Star Citizen has so much to explore that, you know, you could go Elite Dangerous mode. Being, you know, all elite, no danger if you want for a little bit. So it's got to have that gameplay to it. Now, we'll go to 140 because there's an area that Sir was saying we wanted to go to before we go tonight. He said go to 140. There we go. I am now 1 minute and 40 seconds. Am I missing anything here? Because I don't see anything. Like, I don't see anything. I don't know why I'm going to 1 minute and 40 seconds. Sir told me to go 1 minute and 40 seconds. And unless I can see anything here, I really am not. The rank and reward system. Is that what you wanted to see? Aha. 10% pay boost. Okay, 10% pay bonus. We see that. So this will be affected with the affinity, I'm pretty sure. Your payouts will be larger. So that's pretty cool. And, you know, that's a huge perk. Me, myself, and I, and those in my organization that are interested in more PvP operations will be looking forward to miners mining for us. And then we collect, and that will pay off really nicely. But we'll do it in a nice way. We'll do it in a gentlemanly way. And there's going to be a lot of content on the channel. Don't forget, we are having a giveaway. We are having a Cyclone Tumbrel giveaway, MT, and it's like $75 value. And we are having, it's like $175 giveaway on the channel. So go over there, see how you can become involved on the giveaway. We have a lot of prizes for our VIP members. We also have a general prize for everyone that isn't like a supporter or a VIP member. I think it's a $50 Amazon gift card. And you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for all that you do, guys. I had a wonderful time tonight. I really hate going. I really don't want to go. This is the worst part of my day on Thursdays when I end up having to go because I really just want to stay here forever. Doc has been on it today, dude. And please keep putting like wonderful DG inspired kind of clips and memes into the Discord area so that I can continue to make new alerts for everything. Like, I just want to keep upgrading it for you guys. You guys deserve it. Thank you so much for tonight. I had a wonderful time here on the Inside Star Citizen Review with you guys. Thursday is my favorite day. Spread it around. Spread it like a virus. Let everybody know we have a good time chilling out. I had a blast, guys. Absolute blast. Don't forget, go to YouTube, like it, share it, tell people about it. Open-minded people, man. Open-minded people chilling out, having a blast. Thank you, Kilo. Thank you. I will see you guys on the next vid or stream. And I think I'm home this weekend. Thank you, Explodo. I actually think I'm going to be home this weekend. So I might have like a stream on the weekend. Might be different. I don't know. So stay tuned in the Discord. I'll let you guys know. Love you, fam. Miss ya, and can't wait to see you again.